Hello everybody, as you can see, I'm tonight not doing my usual stream. I am just doing a painting. If you'd like to come chat to me, as long as I know who you are, the link is in the chat. Can you come and chat to me? I just really want to try and get this finished. So I'm literally just going to sit and chat while I'm doing it. There's a loose hair on my paintbrush. I don't like that paintbrush. You might have to cut the little hairs off of them. Hey Justin, if you want to come up and chat, the link is at the top. Oh, thank you, Ace. Yeah, I really want to get this painting done, so that's what I'm doing this evening. Hey, Moose Girl. I am also on a little bit early. I'm not supposed to be on till 7 tonight. So I'm on about half an hour early. Oh, that's good, Moose Girl. This is, I've got to say, this is only a paint by numbers. But I don't really follow it to the key. It's I actually can't see the time. It's 18:46 here.
What's up?
Hey, Justin.
Man, I wish I could draw like that.
No, I've not drawn anything. If I zoomed into this, you'll see the numbers.
I still would mess it up. I can barely draw a stick figure without messing it up. What's up, Ace Black Widow? I think I've seen that name before in other chats. Looks familiar.
Yeah, you would have done. I can't remember where I found Ace. In what chat?
Yeah, that name looks familiar. Very familiar. I've been going to a lot of chats that I normally never went to before.
And mine being one of them.
Well, I mean, besides, like, within the last few months, I've been kind of expanding out more, trying to meet other people, you know?
Yeah.
Because before it was strictly Matt, Jim, and Adrian. Those were the three shows I stuck with. And then I started kind of going to Paul and, of course, the whole thing with Roger, but
yeah.
And then some other shows. That's how I was put on to Toy Man and Bill Fish or Stella. So what's Rob doing today? Talk to him.
I don't know. I've messaged him to let him know I'm live. I do think he had a drone job.
I was gonna go on Paul's show last night, but I ended up doing a private live with Sean from Edge FPV and Jim from Above and Beyond Drones. Jim was doing a computer build. Sean was showing him how to do his computer.
Yeah, I didn't go on Paul's. I was in the chat. That was about it.
Yeah, I was watching Sean work on or telling Jim what to do through the live for like probably 2-3 hours. Because Sean works for Dell Computers and he actually works on their supercomputer.
Oh.
So Sean's like very up there when it comes to computers. He's the one that's actually helping me rebuild my laptop. I've been working on it and putting new parts. So
I've got to, when my partner actually gets back, I've got to sort my hard drive out. He keeps telling me it's full. There's hardly anything on it.
well, what size is your hard drive?
Have no idea. He sorts out all of that out. Hi, Shiloh. Shiloh, where's your dad?
Do you know what kind of computer is it?
It's well, I don't know. It's a one that I use for my gaming. So David normally sorts it all out for me. So
because I have in my computer, I only have 128 gig solid state hard drive. But I was actually looking on Amazon, and they have 6 terabyte external hard drives that you can get for like $130.
I've got 2 hard drives in it. I just got to move everything over.
That's what I'm gonna do. I have a spot in my laptop for a 2.5 inch.
Yeah.
Put that. I'm gonna get a 1 or 2 terabyte for that, and then I'm gonna up the SSD to probably. Actually, Jim's putting a new hard drive in his brand new computer, and he was gonna give me the old one. It's actually 1 terabyte. He was just gonna let me have it.
I literally just tell my partner what I need the computer to do, and he goes and finds me one.
I'm starting to try to learn all that stuff. So I've been learning quite a bit the last like month or so.
It's going to take me ages to finish this.
So it's what, like paint by numbers?
Yeah.
Can you draw freehand at all?
Nope. These are all the
Right.
paints.
Neither can I. My daughter's loves drawing. She's been doing it for the last like year or so. She's getting pretty good at it.
Oh no, I can't draw.
Yeah, not me neither. Like I have a cousin literally can draw. He can look at you for 5 seconds and then draw a complete portrait of you in like 5 minutes. He's that quick at it, and it looks really good, like super professional. I've never had an artistic bone in my body like that. Just like instruments, I've never been good at playing instruments. I've tried to learn how to play guitar and all that. It's not my thing.
Yeah. No, my brother can play guitar. No, I don't even know where he is this evening.
I played trumpet for 2 years in middle school, 6th and 7th grade, and I'm not even gonna lie, I used to sit there and look at the other people playing and just copied what they were doing. And then I would memorize it because I just reading music and understanding instruments. I don't know, I just couldn't get it.
I can play keyboard. That's about it. And even then, it's only a couple of songs I can play.
Well, playing like keyboard or piano, that's a whole nother beast in itself.
Yeah.
That's like Matt. I don't know if you know, but Matt Northeast is like actually a pretty he's actually opened. He does a lot of musician work.
Yeah.
And he does music. He actually opened for a couple of bands in Australia in front of like 40, 50,000 size crowds. But Matt's like, he plays a lot of keyboard too. It's one of the ones he plays a lot of. He's really good at it.
I've not played keyboard for a while though. I need to get a new one. Or hope my brother buys one and then I can go and steal it.
Yeah, good keyboard ain't cheap, that's for sure.
Not for a full size one. Right, just quickly message my brother and see where he is.
See, Moose Gal said at the end of January, I'll be starting a painting class. I'm so excited. Last time I learned how to draw a bird everyone else painted. Nice. Good job. It's good to have hobbies though. It keeps you out of trouble.
It does.
Gives you something positive to focus on.
Normally though, instead of painting, I'm sat crocheting. So
Yeah, whatever you enjoy, right?
yeah. Hello, rigor mortis.
I mean, there's people out there that have hobbies that I would consider extremely boring, but they enjoy it. You know, like stamp collecting, things like that. There's a lot of people out there that have hobbies that I would just like and this is no offense against Nora, the train guy, but you know, he loves to sit and film trains. To me, I would be extremely bored doing that.
No, I would be.
That's just my personal opinion. It's nothing against his hobby or nothing. It's just everybody has there's people
No, I think I would get really bored watching trains. So Mark did come out with a good one while I was when I was doing this painting start off on YouTube. He said you're actually making people watch paint dry.
But you know what? Some of the like I don't know, so there's some videos like that, you know, that will get a lot of people watching, like the people that sit and sleep. And you'll go in their chat room and there'll be like 10,000 people watching them. I'm just like, what the
Oh, when my brother did the 7-day stream, people actually did just turn up to the sleep section.
Yeah.
It was like, really? Why are you watching him sleep?
I mean, sometimes the things that you think would be like the worst video idea will actually garner the most views. Just like people that cut lawns. You know, I've seen channels of guys that just sit and cut lawns all day and they get millions of views. People just want to sit there and watch a lawn from start to finish.
Rick Mortis, this is a acrylic paint. Well, that's what it said online when I ordered it.
It's all freehand.
Yeah, it's all freehand. You can't see the numbers. I wish I was this good at freehand.
My daughter actually plays this on her phone. The little paint by numbers app.
Yeah.
And you just pick the color and then you put it where all the number it tells you to put it. She'll spend hours playing it.
You should film it, Rick and Mortis. I sometimes watch people paint and then fall asleep.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try, that's for sure.
No, I was getting moaned at because the people follow me for craft. They're like, you've put no craft on your channel for ages.
Is that what your channel was originally? It was originally.
It's always been a mixture channel. So I've always done a mixture of all things. I was going to take the gaming off this channel and actually have a gaming channel. But then I decided, no. Okay. My bird just looked at me, tweeted at me, then went back to sleep.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard just a little light tweet.
Hey, Anfield. If you want to jump up and chat, the link's at the top. Oh, I'd hate to have to be homeschooling.
Yeah, because you pretty much have to learn to work with them.
Yep. It's definitely not like anything when we were at school.
Well, because face it, 60% of what you learn in school, you don't really retain after you get out of school. I mean, because you'll find that you don't use a lot of it, you know, in your everyday life. Like they'll tell you need to do 2 years of algebra. Most people don't have a job that uses algebra, so they'll never end up using it.
I can't actually work out any of what school I've used so far.
That's like my son. He goes to a special school for advanced kids, and he does like one of his classes physics, and he has another one for robotics. And sometimes he rarely ever gets homework because this school doesn't really send it home. They try to stay low. But occasionally when he does have to bring something home, it's like, oh, I have to sit there and try to learn it with him. See, my daughter used to get mad. She's a year older than my son. She used to get mad because he would do her homework for her. And he was a grade behind her.
Okie dokie. Oh, when I was at school, I went to school 2 days a week.
You only went 2 days a week?
Yeah.
Well, what is that the way you guys do it over there or something?
No, it's I was in a behavioral unit.
Yeah, little troublemaker, huh?
No. Well, kind of.
It's like kind of. We had a high school next to my high school that was for kids that would get a little bit too rambunctious, and then they would send them over there if they got suspended too many times or something. It's like troublemaker kids. I almost got sent there a couple times myself.
I got excluded from school for 10 days for something I didn't do.
Or that I don't know if you guys had what they had called in school suspension, where you were at the school but you'd sit in this room all day and you couldn't do anything.
Yes, we call it isolation over here.
It was so boring. And then they would walk you to the lunchroom to get your lunch, and you'd have to bring it back to the room and eat.
Yeah, that's what I had to do when I got my 10 days.
And like our school, they didn't let you do anything. Like each desk had like this like wall around it, so you were in your own little cubicle thing, so you couldn't talk to each other. And they wouldn't let you do anything but schoolwork. That was all you were allowed to do. Like you couldn't have anything out. You had to sit there for like 6 hours. It was so boring.
Yeah. I enjoyed my 10 days. I started them off at home. But because we was going into exams, they had to let me back into school.
Oh, I hated when I got suspended because my dad would take me. My dad back in the day used to own like this big chain of garages in Southern California. He had 5 garages and a whole bunch of tow trucks. And so a lot of my uncles ran the business with him. And so when you got in trouble, whether it was me or one of my cousins or something, they would take you to one of the shops. They would all kick you in the butt every time you walked by one of them. And then they would make you sit outside and clean up cigarette butts out of the gravel all day. And then they would walk out to put the icing on the cake. They would walk out as they're smoking a cigarette, flick it out in front of you onto the ground. Like, it was no fun when you got suspended at my house.
Oh no, I got off easy because my parents knew I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, this was multiple times. I got suspended multiple times for like 5 days. My worst one I think ever was 10 days, but I got suspended quite a few times, or got kicked off the bus a few times too. And with that, I couldn't hide because, fortunately, my stepmom was a bus driver, so she would immediately get the call when I got in trouble. So that made it even worse because they all knew each other. So. But you know, the hardest thing about homeschooling, like Rigger does, is like you got to be able to, I guess, work from home as well too. Because
yeah,
there's no way you can have a full-time job and be homeschooling unless you're working at home.
Oh, here in the UK, they're advising people still to work from home if you can. We've kept all the schools open.
Everything's open where I'm at. Florida hasn't shut down at all. They refuse to shut down anything. They won't shut down nothing.
No, I don't think our Prime Minister will at the moment after he got caught having parties when we was in lockdown.
We've had plenty of politicians caught doing stuff during the lockdown in their own states when they should have been doing what everybody else was doing. Like Nancy Pelosi got caught in California. She went to like a hairdresser or whatever, and the hairdresser, the lady that owned the hair salon, released the video but it showed her walking around inside the hair salon without a mask on and everything. But at that time, all the hair salons were supposed to be closed down, but they let her come in there to get her hair done. And so she caught a bunch of flack for that at the time.
One of my ex-neighbours was a barber, and he was doing it from home during lockdown.
You had to be careful with that, though, huh?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I saw videos of people trying to run their businesses out of there. Like there was one that I saw like at the height of the pandemic, and all they were doing was selling stuff online. And it was literally the guy, and I think his wife, and they shut down their business. And all they were doing was packing the stuff in their house, and they were running everything out of their house, and it was just online sales. And they came in and shut them down. I was like, that's ridiculous. Like literally, they're just dropping the packages in the mail. They ain't out running around and talking to anybody.
Some of the rules just get stupid.
Well, luckily here in Florida, the cops, they don't have any desire to tell anybody what to do. They're very they're very constitutional in Florida, the cops are.
Yeah, over here, while I was in lockdown, you could be open as long as you sold essential stuff. And one of the shops got to stay open because they sold sweets. Apparently that was essential because it's food.
Well, you know, it's just like how they were letting liquor stores stay open. Like, if it's truly a pandemic, how is liquor a necessity?
Yep.
But then their whole point of it was, well, if alcoholics can't get their alcohol, then it's just going to be worse. It's like, what?
Some supermarkets over here, well, most of them at first had to close certain aisles off. You weren't allowed to go down them because it weren't essential stuff.
Yeah, we went into maybe a whole month and a half, 2 months of lockdown in Florida, but it wasn't even a true lockdown. Like, I would still go to the park and fly. I would drive around town, go to the stores and everything. The cops didn't say anything. They didn't stop you and ask you for anything. They didn't bother you, even though they gave us all paperwork saying we were allowed to be out. Nobody was checking that, so it was kind of useless.
Yeah,
And then,
in our lockdowns, we were allowed out for exercise or fresh air, so you could still fly your drones if you wanted to. You just had to stay away from everyone.
Where you guys live, though, you guys have kind of like what we have, though. You guys have like different states, like areas, right? Like what we would call a state. You guys have different sections of the country that are ran by like a governor type.
Only Wales has kind of different governors, but they still kind of go off our rules. And the same with Scotland. But at the moment, Wales and Scotland are doing their own rules when it comes to COVID.
Because that's what a lot of people don't realize about the United States. Yeah, we have the federal government, but like 98% of the power of what happens in each state is up to the state government. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where normally here it's all run by the UK, Boris Johnson. But he's left with COVID, he's left it to individual, like Wales does their own thing and Scotland do their own thing.
Yeah, here the government has to like sign they have to like invoke the Insurrection Act or martial law in order to be able to tell an individual state really what they can do. Otherwise, they can do what they want. And ain't no president in the last 80 years has done either one of those. So. Plus, I think if it got so bad to where it became like a civil war typey thing, I don't think that I really don't think the military would back the government at all. I think they'd end up turning on it. Just because we have a different military doctrine than most countries, you know, it's all volunteer. And there is rules in the military that say, if you feel like it's an unlawful order, you don't have to follow it. If you think it goes against the Constitution in any way and all that
Yeah.
other stuff.
Well, everybody said if we go back into lockdown, they're not going to follow it anyway. I think that's why we're not.
I mean, it's just ruining everybody's economies anyway. It's causing inflation and everything else.
Yeah, my friend, she owned a party shop and she's just shut it down. She can't afford to run it no more.
Because I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's awesome to get a big $5,000 check from the government because you got a family and all that. But at the same time, they're printing more money than the economy should have. So then it causes inflation, and then it ends up being bad in the long run. That's exactly what's happening in a lot of places. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but the prices here in the US have gone up on a lot of products.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's gone up in price here.
Because not even about a year and a half ago, I was paying, like, here in Florida, on average, I was paying $1.30, $1.40 per gallon of gasoline. And now it's like around $3.40. So it's almost tripled in price. I used to fill up my car with like 20, 25 bucks. Now it costs me like $45, $50 to fill it.
I'm not sure what the petrol prices are around here anymore.
And you all pay by the liter, not the gallon, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we pay by the gallon. It's cheaper. I mean, what we pay is cheaper, obviously, than what you guys pay, but it's still expensive, when you compare like the economies and all that stuff. It's about the same. Just turn.
Hey, Robert.
Oh, what's up, Robert? We're sitting here watching Paint and Dry with Laura.
It's really what I should have called the stream. Come watch paint dry. I'll probably be live doing this again at some point tomorrow, because I don't think I'll get it all done tonight.
How long does it take you to do a picture that size?
Normally a couple of days if I stick doing it. The diamond paintings I used to do took ages, which just involves sticking diamonds down on a piece of paper.
When I was a teenager, I actually was doing ceramics for a little while. Because on the military base, they had this whole hobby shop thing.
Yeah.
And you could go in there, and my dad was buying like these really like cool looking castles and stuff, and we were painting them. It was actually a pretty fun little hobby.
I think the next craft thing I'm going to do on my channel might be the building of Titanic.
Well, like Legos?
No,
Or an actual model?
It's a model. I'll just try and get it. If I don't destroy everything on my shelf at the same time. One of them.
Oh yeah, that's cool. How many pieces is that? 1,200, it said?
Yeah. I'm sure it shouldn't take too long.
You got to watch too on those what the skill level is, because the hard ones, woo, they ain't no joke.
Yeah. I didn't check that one out. I just wanted to do Titanic. But if I get stuck, I'm sure there's YouTube videos already.
That's like the guys that build the boats inside the jars. That is some skill right there.
Yeah, normally I look most things up on YouTube if I get stuck. So.
Oh, I'm the same way. Most people are these days, just because you can usually always find a tutorial video or something.
Yep.
I've had to do that a couple of times after I updated to Windows 11, just to figure out to find a couple little things that I couldn't find in the menu that was there before.
That's one thing my computer can't have. Windows 11.
It's not eligible for the upgrade.
Nope.
What do you have, Windows 10?
Yeah. Which I don't
Yeah.
mind Windows 10.
It'll still be good for another few years. So,
And by then I've probably upgraded.
right, but they're not going to stop supporting Windows 10 for at least another 2-3 years. Because they just stopped supporting Windows 7 not too long ago. And there is certain ways on some computers I was learning from Sean. There are a couple of things you can do to upgrade it, even if it says it's not eligible, but you have to go into the settings and like turn stuff on and off.
Yeah, there's one setting I need to turn on, which I know is turned off. And then there was a hardware one.
Yeah, it was like the TPU or something you have to turn on
Yeah.
temporarily.
And then there's, I think it's my graphics card or something. I need to upgrade.
Well, that's a good thing too. If your computer's upgradable, then you can always extend it for another 3-4 years.
I'm soon gonna be rebuilding my computer completely. Get it a new motherboard and everything.
Well, see, that's the reason why I like the computer I bought, because it's what they call a sleeper computer, which means it comes from the factory with really basic product like chips in it.
Yeah.
But if you tear it apart, there's a bunch of empty slots in it that you can add a whole bunch of like really good upgradable hardware. So that's what I'm doing. I'm rebuilding it, and then it should be good for me for the next 4 or 5 years. I put about $200-300 into it. Because that's the thing, is this was a $400 computer, and I got it at the pawn shop for 180, and it looks brand new. Like it looked like the person bought it and took it there like 2 days later and sold it.
Yeah, when we've looked up all the parts for my PC, it comes to nearly £1,000.
Oh wow.
But I didn't pay that much for it.
Yeah, see, mine, all I had to do was upgrade the RAM, which I took it from 4 to 16. I couldn't go up to 32, but 32 to 16 chips were pretty pricey, so I didn't go that far up on it. And I can put a bigger SSD, and I can also put a 2.5-inch hard drive into it. But luckily, I have one of the newest AMD chips and graphics cards.
I was saying that I won't be upgrading my computers. My partner's going to get a new computer, then I'm going to have his.
Okay.
His is slightly better than mine.
Is it a laptop or a tower?
No, tower.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the great thing about the towers, though, is like you can buy one now, but 8 years from now, you can rip all the guts out of it and completely rebuild it. It's a brand new computer.
Hey, hanging with JD. If
JD,
you'd like
what's
to
up?
come up and chat, links in the pinned message. I had to think then. That's because I'm too busy concentrating painting. Let's see where Robert is, because it's.
I used to build a lot of models years ago. Now I'm into adult and creator Legos. And them Lego sets are not cheap, though. I'll tell you that.
Just going to mute myself a second.
Oh, okay. I was looking at some very extensive Lego sets over at Legoland, because it's right down the street from my house, Robert. Good God, some of them are expensive, especially if they're the licensed ones like Star Wars and stuff like that. Insane amounts of money.
Right, my brother's on the phone. Rob's not answering.
I think that would be a good thing for you too, Laura.
What?
Get you, because that would be something you could stretch out over a long period of time, is get you one of those Lego sets. It's like 5,000 or 6,000 pieces
Hmm.
that come with the big manuals, because you could really stretch that over time, just working on it a little bit each time. But granted, you're going to spend some money for a set like that, but it would definitely give you some content. It'd be worth the amount of content you'd get out of it.
Yeah.
Because you honestly, you'd be looking at probably $700-800 US. But like I said, it'd give you content for probably a year if you stretched it out.
Right, Rob should be here as soon as he can. Hey, newfound drone.
What's up? Oh, that's Bill, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
Bill. Yeah.
I always forget names.
See, I'm better when they have their name in their channel name, like Robert and JD. It helps me remember their names a lot easier. Because sometimes I go to your show, I go to Jim's show, Matt's show,
Yeah.
Paul's, and sometimes it's all different people. So it's like a lot of names to remember, a lot of channel names. Yeah, Robert, I worked with a guy at Walmart who was like heavily into Legos, and he had 2 rooms in his house with nothing but, like, he would buy he would buy 2 of every Lego set. He would build one, and then he'd put the other one on display above it. And he had probably $60,000 in Lego sets in these 2 rooms on display in his house.
I do want to get the Hogwarts castle in Lego.
I was just about to say he had that one. Like he had, because he has sections, like he'll have one, it's like all Harry Potter, and then he'll have all Star Wars. And man, he had a season pass to Legoland just so he could go shop in the Lego store. He didn't even go on any of the rides or anything. He would just go in there to shop at the Lego store every month to see all the new stuff.
I actually don't live far from the Harry Potter studios.
See, that's what I'm saying. You get you a big, huge Lego set like that of a particular movie or something that you enjoy, like Harry Potter, and I think that gives you some really good content. Just take your time building it over so many months.
JD, how did you crash your drone?
Oh, you didn't see the video?
No.
He wrecked it right into the side of a wall. He was in sports mode and was going a little too fast. And it didn't stop in time, and he smacked the side of the wall. But luckily, he has the camera refresh, so he sent it off
You can
today.
get it fixed.
Yeah. He actually dropped it in the mail this morning. Send it back to DJI.
Yeah, I'll have to check out the video. I've not really been on YouTube for the last couple of days.
If anybody's curious in the chat, he posted the video this morning. Hey, JD, post the link in there. Or if any of these guys want to check it out.
Yeah, JD can actually post links.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, I shared it on Paul's channel this morning. We were looking at it. But he broke one arm off, and then I think he pretty much shredded all the props on it, on every arm.
Oh, now my finches are going off.
That's why I said, Robert, you got the different levels of models. Like I don't remember how they rate them, but I know they have different ratings about how difficult they are.
Let's see what difficulty it says on my Titanic, if I can find it again.
Yeah, they usually give you some kind of level rating. I think they're done by like level 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this is done in skills. Oh, and it's done in parts. If it's over 150 parts, it's level 5, which is the top difficulty. That's gonna be fun to try and put together then.
We'll see, yeah, because like the real easy ones are where everything just snaps together, but those ones you got to like use the model glue and you got to be real precise with everything. Because once you glue something in, it's there.
Yeah, that's right. You'll either see it together or in smashed up in pieces.
It's gonna look like the Titanic.
I might not do that as a live video though.
Why did it flag Robert's comment? So he said, I thought about doing shorts showing some of them off. I had to
I have no idea.
I had to approve it for it to go through. I don't know why I did that. It's so weird, but yet these bots can come in here and post a porn link and nothing.
Yeah, I know. I've just deleted one of them.
Yeah. So I'm saying it didn't even flag that one, but he's just talking about posting some shorts on YouTube, and YouTube's like, nope, I ain't having that.
Why? Oh, stop vibrating, watch. Right, that's that little bit done. I'm trying not to do the bird which is there. I want to do that last.
And just a little advice, JD, I always try to stay out of sports mode when I'm that low. Like usually what I'll do is I'll have it the Cine Smooth, get up to like 50, 60, 100 feet and then throw it in sports mode and go. Just because I've almost done that too. I've almost hit trees and stuff just going too quick, too low to the ground.
You want to know what mode I am still on my drone? I'm still on beginner.
Especially with my Air 2, even though it has obstacle avoidance, like when you go into sports mode, it shuts them off, the sensors. So I always go up in Senna or normal mode and then get up high enough, then I flip it into sports mode and take off. Just because I definitely don't want to crash that one.
Yeah, I've not even taken my drone off beginner mode yet.
Because that's the Air 2, that's $1,000 drone. You buy it brand new with all the extra stuff with it. And I didn't buy none of the care refresh on any of mine. I should have, because I wrecked my Mini 2 probably 2 months after I got it. No, definitely, JD. FPV drones can definitely handle a crash like that, and they're pretty easy fix if you break something. That's why I'm hoping the Mini 3 comes out with obstacle avoidance sensors on the front and back, because it'll definitely help with the stuff situations like that. But you always got to remember, man, you're in sports mode on any of the DJI drones, it's going to shut the sensors off. So it doesn't really matter which one it is.
I might get brave one day and take mine off beginner mode.
What kind of drone do you have?
Just the Snaptane. It's a beginner's drone, but it has got different modes on it. I can put it on. The beginner one, just make sure you can't go too high and that.
That's why, honestly, I always recommend. Yes, Bill, they need a mini Inspire. Me and Paul have been saying that forever. I would love to see one of those. But that's why I always tell people, like, I used to think that going with the cheaper drone was actually a better option for a beginner, but it's really not. I really think going with a mini is the best route to go. Only, and there's a couple reasons why I think so. Is one, they're more reliable as far as you don't have to worry about them just falling out of the air like some of the cheaper drones, can just do weird things. The range is better. Um, and two, if you decide you don't want to be in the hobby, it has a way better resale value. If you want to get rid of it, you won't lose as much money versus like if you go out and buy a $200 drone
Yeah.
off of Amazon, like a Snaptane or a Potenzic or any of those guys or a Hollystone. When you try to resell it, nobody's going to want to give you more than like 20-30 bucks for it. And then now you're going to be out almost, 80-90% of your money that you spent into it. So you almost feel like you kind of screwed yourself. But with like, if you go out and buy a DJI Mini 2 for $600 and then decide, 2 months later, well, I'm not really into flying drones, you can go and sell it and probably get about $450-500 back off of it.
Hey, Marcel.
Ooh, Marcel, what's up?
See, I'd get bored of my drone. I don't ever sell them. I still got a Tello around here somewhere.
I got one of those up on the wall here that Jim sent me. Because he had like 2 or 3 of them in his damn garage just sitting there.
Yeah, my battery went faulty on my Tello.
Those things get so hot though, like if you're not flying it and it's just sitting, oh my God, those things get hot. I was sitting there messing with the app one day and had it turned on, and I went to pick it up and it almost burnt my damn hand. I was like, holy crap, I couldn't believe how hot that thing got.
I think I flew my Tello twice. But my brother had it before me.
I mean, I agree with you, Bill, there too, and it depends on your budget as well. I mean, but see, that's why I think DJI really cut into the market of with the Mini One SE or the Mini SE, really got into that market of $200-300 drones. And if you're going to spend that much, you might as well get the Mini SE. I'd buy that over a Hollystone or a Snaptane or a Potenzic any day.
Yeah, I got my Snaptane because if I crashed the drone to start off with, I'd been upset.
Right.
And my Snaptane nearly went in a lake to start off with when I first flew it.
That's why I'd really like to see DJI come out with another Tello, because then they would get the even cheaper market of drones. Like they would provide a really good one at around $100 to $200.
It just needs a slightly better camera, then it'd be fine.
Yeah, that's the two. Well, the only two things it really needs is probably a little bit stronger motors, and I would say definitely a 1080p at least camera, and a little bit better video stabilization. I mean, that's really the only 3 things it was kind of a little bit lacking on. Because the motors were a little, not, I wouldn't say underpowered, but it could have used a little bit more power.
First time I flew my Tello, the wind caught it and it flew straight at me. Instead of moving out the way, I went to catch it.
Did you cut your finger?
Yep.
I almost cut my finger on my damn Air 2 the other day. I went to hand catch it and I missed it. My finger went up in the prop, but it was just like barely nipped the tip of my finger. It reached out and bit me. I was like, all right, I just landed it on the ground.
Luckily, I carry it when I fly my drones. I take a first aid kit with me.
Because honestly, we were talking about this the other day, DJI pretty much has a drone for every price range in the market of drones, except for they are lacking in that $100, $200 range. They don't really hit, besides the Tello, they don't really have nothing in that range of that price range. That's true.
Oh, Paul Murray's here. When it lets him in.
Connecting to audio. Come on, Paul. You got this. I was like that when I flew my Mini 1 for the first time because I was so used to flying that Potenzic D58 around that I didn't ever go far with it because I knew it only had like a 1,500-foot range. But once I got comfortable with the Mini 2 and got about a half mile, then it was on to the races after that. What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Good.
See, Laura is showing her artistic side.
by following numbers.
Yeah,
She's painting the modern day Mona Lisa.
there you go. There you go. How's Rob doing, Laura?
He's all right. He should be here shortly.
Okay. I'm editing over on this computer because I'm on this computer now. So
Yeah, those ain't unlimited care refreshes there, JD. So don't go smashing it every 2 weeks. JD said, Paul, you are a free man now. What are you doing at home? You're muted.
actually, I'm editing over here a ship. I just did a ship, so just about getting ready to post it.
That's what's funny, Robert, is we were talking about the Bugs drones not too long ago. They're not, I'm not going to say they're bad drones, but they're not the best drones in the world. But man, is there a huge following for those drones. There's a lot of guys on the internet that mainly just fly Bugs drones. They're very popular. That's for sure.
Oh, my drone's actually nowhere near me. I'd shown you.
Like I said, they're not bad drones, but they're not the best ones either. That's for sure. But there is a huge following for those drones. They got a little cult following, that's for sure.
Hopefully, when my partner gets back from Wales, because that's where he is at the moment, I'll be able to actually go out and fly my drone.
How is he doing?
He's all right.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
You know, the realities of life sink in.
Yeah, it's true, Bill. They do mod them. I've seen a lot of people do mods on those.
I wanted to put a better camera on my drone by sticking one to the top of it.
I thought Rob was maybe going to send you the Inspire.
Not yet.
JD said, I'm used to my RCs bash the hell out of them, then fix it. Got to break that habit when drone flying. That's for sure. Well, I mean, if you get into FPV, you don't have to worry about that because it's pretty much the same thing as your RC cars. But with the DJIs and all those, yeah. They don't fare well when you go into a wall at 30 miles an hour. I mean, if you get to fixing them like QC guy, then that's one thing. Like, Marcel, stop trying to poach the GPS guys. I see that. You FPV guys are always trying to steal our GPS guys, bring them over to the dark side.
See, I think that's one type of drone I would never be flying.
Oh yeah, if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't give two craps about smashing a DJI drone. I wouldn't even buy the Care Refresh. I'd just buy a new one every time.
Why do they have to put the numbers so small?
Yeah, well, at least if you get into FPV, JD, there's a lot of good guys in the drone community that really help you out with a lot of stuff, teach you a lot of things. Plus, a lot of FPV guys, you know, there's quite a few of them that are mainly FPV, but they have one or two DJI drones that they keep around for doing certain things. I'm the same way, Bill. I actually enjoy camera drones more than I do FPV.
Just
I
watching
honestly
FPV footage online makes me feel sick.
I've done both, but I do enjoy the camera drones better. I like to explore with them. Like I like to go out to lakes and fly out to little islands and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that though. I mean, everybody has their preferences when it comes to them, that's for sure. And then I said there's a lot of guys that have both. You know, you got like Mike Night Train, you know, he's mainly FPV, but he's got his little mini too that he enjoys flying that around. He does it quite a bit. Doesn't Marcel have a mini too?
Not too sure.
I think he has a mini too, if I'm not mistaken as well. I've noticed a lot of FPV guys, for some reason, they gravitate towards that mini too. I know quite a few of them that's the only GPS drone they have is the mini too. I think they just like the small and it goes far. That's probably a scam email, Marcel. Be very careful with that. Honestly, I would ignore it.
I get them all the time.
Either that or it's one of those bigger channels that think that they can tell you how to make your channel better, but really that's how their channel got big, was just playing on other people's channels. You know, have you seen those channels though, where they'll invite you to come on and then they'll critique the crap out of your channel? They'll be like, "Oh, your thumbnails aren't good. You need to change this and change that." I'm like, get out of here.
I've stopped editing my thumbnails for ages now.
But that's the thing though, is that's what they'll do is their whole channel is based on critiquing other people's channels, and that's the only reason they have subscribers. They're not some kind of YouTube expert like they want to claim they are.
Hey,
They're
people.
just
Hello,
they're
Rob.
playing.
Hey,
up, Rob?
looky.
I had a guy contact me one day and said, "Oh, I love your channel. We're looking for channels to do this and that." And I opened it up, went to it, and all it was a website where they wanted you to sign up and do surveys to get points to get products to review on your channel. I was like, "Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here." Okay, you used to have a DJI Mini one. I remember you saying something about a Mini.
Hey, Jess, you all right, Pat?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I was just reading the chat when you said that, and it took me a second to register what you said.
Sorry, Rob, where have you been hiding?
Yeah, I've been working. Somebody's got to work for a living. I'm only joking.
No, you're not. That's okay. It's okay, Rob. Some people have to work, and most of the people that aren't working respect those that do.
All I'm saying is be careful, Marcel, because you never know when you get random emails like that.
Hey, Robert, JD. Hey, Bill. Marcel.
Because there's actually people that have lost their channels from getting emails like that, and then the person somehow gained access. Because I think Toyman, didn't he lose one of his channels?
Yeah.
And he lost control of it and hasn't been able to get back into it.
Good afternoon, Robert. How you doing? Marcel and everybody else, and my favorite person in the whole wide world, alongside of Laura, is Rob.
Thank you.
No, I get nothing. All right, I feel. See how it is, Paul.
I'm kissing up on their channels.
Well, this isn't Rob's channel. You didn't have to kiss
I
him.
was going to say, how come you said there?
Oh yeah, but you're always on Laura's channel. I don't know how he manages to win all the time, but he's always on Laura's channel.
What's Marcel on about then?
He said he got an email from somebody that's claiming they can help him with his channel in a way. I think is what he said at the
Get
top
more
there.
views and subscribers.
I just told him to be careful. I just don't want something to happen to his
Yeah.
channel and him get roped into a scam. He said there's no links or anything, but I would hate to see something. I'm always wary about emails like that from anybody. And like I said, some of them are. I don't know if you've ever seen these channels, Rob, but the ones that will invite you on and then they'll want to review your channel and tell you how you can do better on your channel to get more
Yes,
views.
yes, I've seen him.
But basically, I'm not saying that's what Marcel's whole thing is because he said it's not that same kind of thing. But their whole channel is just based on reviewing other people's channels. I mean, and playing on their emotions, saying, "Oh, this is how you could do this."
Yeah.
But let's face it, I don't care what anybody says. Nobody has really truly figured out how YouTube's algorithm works because you think you have it figured out, and then it
And then
does
change
something.
it.
Well, then it does something and surprises you, and you're like, "What the hell?"
There's somebody in the chat for you, Laura. Hey, Michelle.
Is that
Hi,
Michelle?
Sam.
Yeah, just if they can offer to make your channel good, then why ain't they so good?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some of these channels will have 1 million subscribers, but you got to remember people are subscribing to it because of what they're doing as reviewing other people's channels.
Yeah.
But it's usually 3 or 4 guys and they're telling you, "Oh, you should do this with your thumbnails and this and that." But them themselves don't really have any YouTube channels of their own. They're just a group of people that get together on one channel
Yeah.
And like I said, anybody who thinks they has YouTube's algorithm figured out, I just don't believe it, because like I said, you'll think that you figured it out and then it will surprise you and do something weird. Just like my channel, I feel like my interaction on my channel has been getting screwed by YouTube, because now I'm having issues with Jim commenting on my videos. He commented on 2 of my videos yesterday and they both disappeared.
Wow, that's crazy, that, isn't it?
I'm getting pretty decent views. I'm averaging like, on most of my videos, I'm averaging like 60, 80 views, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes
Yeah.
around 100. But it's just like, I'll have 20 people comment on my video, 20, 30 people, but literally 16 or 18 of those comments will not show up and they'll just disappear.
Yeah.
I'll see them in the YouTube studio, but then I click on them, it says comment not found. That's the problem I had with yours. Every time you commented on my videos, it did the same thing. Ed by Love by the Drones. Same thing with him.
Yeah. Because you haven't put a video away for ages, have you?
It's been a couple weeks.
I was going to say, I can't remember seeing any.
Take one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any secret. It's just, well, there is secrets with the algorithm and things, but we're just in such a swarmed market as well, aren't we?
Well, and like their whole algorithm is so jumbled up with crap, like every time they implement something new, they have to rewrite so much code, dump it in there on top of all this old code. And I think it's just so jacked up and so interwebbed, like a just jumbled mess of wires,
Yeah.
that unless they start fresh or shut down YouTube for 2 or 3 weeks and have a bunch of guys go through it and really work through the code and figure out all the bugs, I don't think they'll ever get it right.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be with the 2 people in the chat, Bill 1,000,000%, Robert Glacier as well. He puts out some storming videos. Bill's videos are incredible. Why they're not hitting thousands of views?
Well, that's why I said I feel like my interaction on my channel is way more than what I'm seeing, because YouTube's blocking half of it. For some reason, half
Yeah.
of it's getting blocked. That's why I said you'll see 110 views on one of my videos, and it will show me that I have 25 comments, but then I click on the comment section and it only shows me 11. And I go to YouTube Studio and I can see all the comments that are missing, but it won't let me reply to any of them.
But it must be hard on some of these people though, where they, again, I'm going to mention Bill and Robert, they spend all this time, doing the filming, the editing,
Take that? Uh-huh.
the music, they spend hours and hours and hours just to struggle to get like 50 views. When it should be 5,000 or 50,000 views for what they've done and what it looks like. They're just lost in everything else, isn't they?
Check this out. I've been maintaining between 3,000 and 3,900 subscribers over the last like 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And literally within the last 3 weeks, I've lost almost 400 subscribers.
Wow.
They're disappearing by the boatloads every day. I'm losing 20, 30 a day, and I don't know why.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. I was at a nice maintaining. I was gaining 2, 3, 4 a week. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it would be a little bit more. It'd be like 8 or 9 a week. And then I might go a week without getting one. And I was slowly gaining, and I was getting above that 3,900. And I was almost at 3,100 subscribers. And then all of a sudden, when I got close to that, they just started dropping off. And it's been steadily doing that for the last 2 weeks.
Bill's saying something to you. What's Marcel saying after researching this email? It seems that the news on the internet last time to prove they have certification. Yeah, search engine Optimization.
Yeah, so
SEO is just, learning how to get your
It's a hustle.
yeah, I'm pretty good with SEO, not with YouTube, but with Google itself.
but like I said, and then I've had other issues over the past 2 weeks too. Like Jim's commented on my videos tons of times before. And then now all of a sudden, the last few days when he's tried to comment, I won't let me respond back to him, and they disappear. And a lot of people say, "Well, did you look in held for review?" I go into YouTube Studio and I put every combination of different types of comments. Nothing. I can't get them to pull up anywhere.
Yeah, I know what you mean there, Bill.
Oh, I can post a video to TikTok and freaking get
Yeah.
500-600 views in just a day or two. But see, I kill it on the shorts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll put a short out. My last couple didn't do all that great, but I can put, if I just start pumping shorts out over the next week, at least I'll probably gain at least 8,000 or 9,000 views within a week, no problem.
Jesus.
I just haven't really been posting nothing the last couple of weeks because I've been kind of hanging around the house because I've been at home with the kids every day. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so weird that it's like I can put shorts out and YouTube pushes the crap out of them. I put a video out, I might get 100 views. And it's
Yeah,
just
so that's
like,
around what I get.
and it's just like Jim, when he was showing me the analytics of his channel, right? Whenever he goes live, it only sends out 150 notifications that he's going live out of his 2,000 and some change subscribers.
Yeah.
And the way it worded it, it said that, to me, the way that they worded it when it was in the analytics was that only 150 people have notifications turned on. I don't think that should even be a thing. If you're subscribed to somebody's channel, it should just send you the notification. Why do you want to subscribe to somebody's channel and then turn the notifications off? That makes no sense.
I don't know. Some I do, some I don't. So yeah, some channels, yeah, I do want to be subscribed to, and I want to look at them in my own time.
Right, but I'm saying is like,
Others,
why
I want to know when they first put their videos out.
but still, I think for creators though, it kind of,
Yeah, I'm just saying. For me, I like that idea of, yeah.
but I think it's not fair to some creators because I understand your side of it, but at the same time, it's like when they put a video out, they would like everybody to be notified they get a video.
It's
You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
know, but like I'm subscribed to like 1,000 people. So all through the day, your phone's going to be bing, 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 bing. Isn't it? When it's nice to be able to pick and choose, whose notifications you got on. That's just me.
I mean, I see your point on it. It's just that from a creator's side of it, though, I would hate.
Yeah, two different opinions.
It kind of sucks for the creator side of it. Just trying to, when you put out a video, you kind of want everybody you're subscribed to say, hey. But it seems like like I said in Jim's case, so he puts out that he's going live, and it's only sending on average 150 notifications out of 2,000 people.
Yes. That's right, Marcel. It's the shorts, isn't it?
Yeah, my shorts do a lot better on here than they do on TikTok.
Well, it's not that I would say kids have attention short
Attention span.
attention spans. I would say that that's what the tech industry has pushed. Because if TikTok would have never been doing shorts and YouTube would have never been doing shorts, you would see longer videos getting more views and longer view time. But they've almost like conditioned people now to get used to just short, quick videos.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
But it's all about your content too. Like I said, there's gamers that I watch, and I will watch a whole 30-minute video that they do because they have the right personality and their comedy in the video and everything. It just makes a fun video for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And that's why I've told people, experiment instead of doing 5 and 10-minute long flight videos, do little 1 minute, 1.5 minute segment videos. You know what I'm saying? Like do some quick shots and just do a video of some quick shots. And that may get you more views just because people are going to sit and watch a 30-second video versus
yeah,
nobody. A lot of people don't want to sit and watch a 10-minute flight footage, whether it's FPV or GPS. Because when I first started YouTube, I was doing like 8, 10, 12-minute long videos. And then I got to the point where I was like, well, nobody's watching it. So let me take it down. And now I just do it to the length of like a song. I'll pick a 3-minute song and I'll do the flight footage just to the
yeah,
length of the music.
yeah. But it's coming down and down and down, isn't it? You know. What else you been up to today? Anybody been up to anything good?
Took a nap earlier.
uh,
After I got off with Paul this morning, I did a couple things around the house and then ended up taking. I was gonna go get my license this morning, but my son ended up missing the bus and I didn't have the so he ended up his throat was hurting and then he ended up missing the bus, so I just told him he could stay home and I didn't end up doing it. So I had to make an appointment for another 2 weeks, but I'm not really worried about it. I was supposed to switch my license over 7 years ago and I still haven't done it. And there's a reason why I did it, right? Because I'm from California. It's where I was born, but I used to work for the government, so I lived in North Carolina for a while, and I had a license there. But then when I moved from North Carolina to Florida, I lost my birth certificate. And my birth certificate in California, for the longest time, you couldn't like request one online like you can in other states and pay a fee. You had to physically walk into their office to get one. And
right.
so what was I going to do? Spend $700 on a plane ticket and fly 2,000 miles to get a $15 birth certificate? And then, so what I was doing was just renewing my license in North Carolina online for $10 every 5 years, like every 3 or 4 years or whatever it was. So I've had my license in North Carolina for the past like 7, 8 years. I've been in Florida. But they recently, like in the last 6 months or last year or so, they've done it where you can order it online now. So I was able to order it. Now I have it, so because they won't let me switch it over unless I have my license from the previous state plus my birth certificate. I have to have both of that, and then I have to have 2 proofs of like 2 forms of
Yeah, of identification.
well, no, you have to have address, proof of address. So you have to have like a water bill and an electric bill in your name.
Utility bill.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to bring in those 4 things in order to switch your license over. Then you just pay a fee and then they give you a Florida license. You don't have to like retake a test or anything.
Yeah. Is your garage all fixed, Paul?
Sam?
Your garage all fixed?
Yes, the garage door goes up and down. In fact, I went out and flew a ship. I just came back and edited it
Wow, cool.
and posted it. So now it's posted.
Well, I went back and watched the live from yesterday, and you were talking about somebody actually came and helped you lift the door up so you could get your car out.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, a friend
it
of mine
hard?
came over and we lifted the door up and I parked my car on the street because they were running behind to get here and I didn't want them to have to help me get the door up, get my truck out because they would park in the driveway, you know? So
Okay.
it worked out well.
I lived in Whiteville in Columbus County. It was a shithole. It was about 30 minutes outside of 40 minutes outside of Wilmington.
What have you been up to today, Laura?
Tidied up my kitchen. Scrubbed
Is Dave-
everything.
Is David all right?
Yeah, he's all right.
Oh,
That whole area, I'm so glad I don't live there no more, Robert, because that whole area is just riddled with crime so bad now. It's completely. If there's one area the pill epidemic hit, it was definitely that area in North Carolina, Columbus County. So much crime and theft there, it was ridiculous. I'm so glad I got my kids and everybody out of there.
oh. Well, I'm just going through some emails. A minute.
You're not allowed.
I know. Inspired them well today.
Yeah?
Yeah, really, really well.
And you mean you didn't crash it?
No. Flew perfect today.
Have you had strange weather today?
Have I had what?
Strange weather.
What weather?
Strange
Strange.
weather.
No.
We've had rain and snow today.
Oh no, all it's been here is cold.
And North Wales got massive hailstones.
No, we're like 3 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, Michelle, you tell him.
So
What's
we
that?
were. She was. That's like around here at my house. We were maintaining between the 70s and or like the mid 60s and high 80s for the last 2 weeks, and all of a sudden last night it was 50 degrees.
Oh wow, bless you. How did you manage?
You what?
How did you manage?
Oh, it was so cold. Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
I had to turn my AC up to 72.
Oh,
Oh God.
oh
Wow.
my goodness.
I can't even see what the temperature it is here at the moment.
Yeah, we're 3 at the moment.
I
Yeah,
can't
it
see
is.
it because I'm sharing screen because my second camera, I can't see it.
It definitely is, Robert. That's for sure. How are you doing 2 cameras at once?
There's a section in Zoom.
Uh-huh.
If you go into where you share the screen and go to advanced,
I'm just curious because I never did it before.
there's a one that says share second camera.
Oh, okay.
And if you want, you can actually share the sound from that second camera as well. But I've turned that option off.
You know what? Mikey from Philly Drone Live, he put out another good video the other day on his Maverick 3 he did.
Yeah,
Did you see him up between the buildings?
yeah,
It's nice, wasn't it?
yeah. Michael does some good flights. It's just that he's quite the entertainer.
Yeah. There wasn't all the yelling and screaming this time either.
Honestly, I can't say I don't support him for various reasons, but I'll just leave it at that.
Yes, everybody's the same. But
I have this thing about supporting people that blatantly break rules. Like I said, it's one thing if you're flying. Like I said, I don't see the issue if you're flying and you happen to go over a highway real quick just to get somewhere. That's not what I'm talking about. Not little basic things like that. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. God, don't everybody with him. But I don't know. I do like some of the stuff he does.
I'm
You
not
know.
saying he doesn't make cool videos, but
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
I personally don't watch any of his stuff.
Yeah, destroying it for the lot of us, isn't he?
Well, I mean, not so much for, well, you know what? Even people over here, when they do stuff like that, though, actually can affect you guys over there because some countries, like the FAA and your guys'
Yeah.
version of the FAA,
They see what's going on everywhere else and follow suit.
right, they go back and forth with each other. Hey, what's the best? Because they all have to work with each other to a certain extent because air traffic is international. So technically, it could affect you over there because if the FAA says we have this problem, and all of a sudden, I don't know what your guys' version of the FAA is, but what's it called over there? CAA. Yeah, they could, like you said, either they could follow suit with the FAA or the FAA could take their recommendation on something and do the same thing. Like you guys could do something that could affect us. Same way with Matt down in Australia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys might come up with a really good way how to do something, and the FAA says, "Oh, well, we really like that. We're going to adopt that same rule or whatever."
Exactly.
So a lot of people think that oh, you guys over in Britain or us over here in America, we can't discuss each other's drone laws because we don't live there. But in reality, it could affect each other. It really could.
Yeah, because if somebody does something over here, something really stupid, you got to hear about it.
And vice versa, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Especially like Canada, where like Marcel and them are at, they're so close to us and share such a huge border. They'd be really affected, and we could be really affected by theirs as well, going back and forth. That's why I agreed with what's his name when he called out Ken on his show about that video.
Sean.
Because I don't care if he's in Britain. I totally agree that at some point it could affect him in Britain from somebody doing something like that.
Yeah. Paul, have you heard of Desmond?
What's that?
Have you heard of Desmond?
Have I heard of what?
David Desmond. You heard of him?
Oh yeah, he was over on Roger's channel several times today. Tim's channel.
Oh, you haven't heard of him, no?
Nope.
Hey.
Who is that?
No, he's gone to the dark side.
David Desmond.
Yeah,
David
Desmond's Dongas.
David Benson. That's all right. Everybody can make a choice what they want to do, where they want to be.
What ship was in today, and Paul? Anything any good?
It was let me see.
Oh yeah, I see that message you sent me, Marcel. I received one of those same ones just a couple months ago myself too. And then I received that other one I was talking about where they were trying to get me to do surveys for crap.
Wow, that's quite nice, Paul.
Yeah, it turned out fairly well, didn't it?
Yeah, shit. The colours on that are amazing.
Yep.
I'll watch it after my stream.
That's only a little short one.
Yeah, I'm too busy painting right now.
I still got your stream open as well, mind.
Yeah, Michelle is telling us he's a dabbing monkey.
Wow, I like that, Paul.
It turned out well. It did. Right now, the Paul Tregurtha is upbound, but the weather has turned. It isn't as bright as it was.
Yeah, look how dark it went at the
Here,
end.
see how it's clouding up, and the wind has picked up because you see the waves are starting to pick up. But if you go to Boat Nerd and you go to the St. Clair camera, the Paul Tregurtha, which is the biggest ship on the Great Lakes, is going by the camera right now.
Are you serious, Marcel? Well, good. You always got a place with us.
Yeah, like I told you in inbox, Marcel.
Wow, that's some good flying that is, Paul.
And that channel name is banned from this channel.
Oh, Marcel, you got plenty of other people to hang out with on YouTube, so don't even
That's
sweat it.
right. That's right.
Yeah, but
Don't fret, my friend.
yeah, and not on here, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
That was some cool flying that was around that, Paul.
Yeah, it turned out well.
It's pretty bad that the one side went all dark.
Well, it's the sun. The sun is so low.
Yeah.
And
But I mean-
I had the filters on, but it's just that sunlight, when it's bright sun, it's just so low in the sky.
I mean, how you managed to go up and around it while it was moving at such speed? Because you only get one shot at it, didn't you?
Yeah, you can't do a retake.
Yeah, you
What-
know.
What were you looking right at the sun?
Yeah, when I go back around, because the sun was to the south and just above the horizon. So when I went around the back side of it, the sun is right there and it glaring off the water. And
That's
when I come around to the side shots and the front shot, it's not that way.
that's definitely one of the roughest like shots to try to edit or fix when you
Oh
get a
yeah.
blown out sun in the background. I mean, it
But,
almost
Do you want to
ruins
have a look,
video.
Just? He sort of, comes alongside it, goes up along the side, and then all the way around it. And the ship is moving pretty fast.
Was that one you posted today?
Yeah, I just posted
Yeah, he
it
just
about,
done it.
about an
Okay.
hour ago.
Let me look and see.
Or you can put the link in the chat if you want.
Because I've seen people take
I've actually got it here. I just
like
watched.
Yeah, put the
I've
link in the chat.
I've seen Jim and Matt take like the videos of people where they're looking directly at the sun and they tried their damnedest to run it through DaVinci and fix it, and it's really hard to do. Really hard.
Anybody want any birds?
It was the Alga North?
I'll
Hello?
go north. Yep.
Alga North.
And
Okay.
anytime you see Algoma or whatever on the front of a ship, it's owned by the Algoma Central Incorporated, which is the Algoma lines, which used to be they've always done ships, but you might have heard of the Algoma Central railway system, and they're Canadian.
So are these ships are moving probably what, about 10 to 20 knots, somewhere in there?
Well, especially when they're downbound, because downbound the water's running 7 knots.
2 seconds. Sorry.
And they're going down. What's
Sorry,
that?
2 seconds. It's when he gets to about 1 minute 15, Marcel. Not Marcel. Justin. Go on, carry on, Paul.
Okay. Yeah, so they could be, depending upon the current, depending on everything, they can be doing 7 to 12 knots going downstream.
When he goes round the front of it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yep.
I've left a like, Paul.
Well, thank you.
I mean, it wasn't too bad though.
No, but I just mean that's pretty awesome flying, isn't it? When he goes
Oh yeah.
up the side and around the front with with a moving target.
Oh, I was looking at the whole sun thing. That's what I
Yeah,
was
the sun.
focusing
The
on.
sun is.
It can
Because
be
you got-
helped.
Well, because you guys were talking about that, so I was like looking at that. I mean, I know Paul can fly around a ship. I've seen him do it 100 times.
Yeah, it's just
He's good at it, that's for sure, especially that freehand flying. Because it takes some practice, like to, do your own droney around a water tower or just a moving target like that. I mean, it does take, once you get that practice down though, it's just,
Right.
you kill it every time. Because he kills it every time he goes around those things. Like I said, it's hard enough, like doing it freehand around a steel target, but trying to get that right stick
Right.
movement to going around a moving target, yeah, you got to practice.
Hey, Rob, did you see Billy Kyle did a review on the new Skydio 2?
no.
Yeah.
What's
Did
Skydio?
The Skydio 2, they released the new Skydio.
Oh, you're joking.
No?
Looks
And
like
they have a Skydio. There's one version that has a FLIR camera and a regular camera on it.
looks like AZ's got another purchase. Oh man, I cannot find my heartburn medication.
Hang on.
Now, Paul Hodges looked up the pricing on the Skydio 2, and it's not cheap.
How much is it going for?
Well, the base one with just one battery is about $1,200. But if you want, there's different levels. It keeps going up.
Yeah.
All the way up to $29,000.
2,900.
$29,000.
What do you get for 29 grand?
On the Skydio too.
Yeah, it's the super super duper scooper pooper.
Oh,
That's
that's stupid. That is.
Super deluxe package.
Yeah. It does everything, and
You get
I
14
know they got
batteries.
like a cine version
yeah.
and that sort of thing.
Let
I
me
wonder
see.
if it's that flare camera is probably the expensive one, because those cameras aren't cheap.
No.
I'm wondering if that's a super expensive one. It's probably like probably like an industrial grade type drone. It's got to be for that price. That's something that like first responders and stuff would use.
I've yet to use mine.
Oh, you can send it over to me. I'll use it for you, Rob. I told you guys I run a non-profit for abused and neglected drones. You send them to me, I give them a good home.
It'd be cheaper to send it to me though.
Yeah, I got it all done today on like the 4th take.
Hey, you can give it to JD. He'll test that follow me mode right into the side of the wall.
Oh, has he crashed? Is he?
Yeah, he crashed as many too. Remember?
Oh no, JD.
Yeah,
JD,
ran it
he had to send it back.
Oh shit.
he posted the video earlier. It's on his channel. He actually put the link in the chat a little while ago.
There's a link in the chat, Rob, for the Skydio.
I guess his next one will be obstacle avoidance, will it?
Hold on, I'll repost it.
I got it. Yeah.
Is it?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, he ran right into the side of the building because he was playing around in the park in sports mode.
Oh
And he
yeah,
was-
it drifted.
Yeah. Well, he was going too quick, couldn't stop fast
Yeah,
enough.
that's why I said it drifted. Yeah.
Well, because I told him, I said, even with the real nice drones, like the real expensive ones, like the Air 2, the Air 2S, the Pro 2, once you put it into sports mode,
Sports.
even those
Yeah,
would do the same thing because once you hit it in sports mode, it turns everything off.
yeah.
Hey, that link I put in there for Skydio, if you go down to the bottom of it, it shows this. This is the real upscale stuff, like for law enforcement or whatever. And it down at the bottom it says when you wheel all the way to the bottom, it says starting at $12,998 per system.
Well, hell no. But see, that's the thing though, is all the American companies that are doing all these military contracts,
Yep.
they're not really concerned too much with the consumer side of drones anymore. They're just kind of pepper releasing a few things here and there, but even Alltel, I mean, they're all just military based, 90% of their business now.
That's where the money is, though, isn't it? Government contracts and.
That's what I'm saying. Where that's one of the reasons. Like, I hate supporting DJI because it's a Chinese company. I'll tell you straight up, I hate it. But they make really good products, and unfortunately, we don't have a huge American or even Canadian or if it was a British company, I wouldn't care. But we don't have any companies that are competing on DJI level, so you're kind of forced to go with them unless you want to do like Marcel or something and build your own stuff, but not everybody's equipped to do that neither,
No.
Not everybody has necessarily the mental capacity to really do that. I mean, I hate building crap. It would annoy the crap out of me. I'll use every cuss word under the sun just to put a bike chain back on. I hate working on stuff.
I don't mind. I don't.
Not me. I hate it. I expect something to work, and when it's not working, I get really mad really quick.
Yeah, I know. I got a lot of patience. I have. Well, I was a fitter one night, so I suppose it's the same with. I can do that with, like you said, bikes and this and that, but you can do it with computers, and I can't. Computers and things, I lose my.
Like, I took my old laptop out the other day, and you remember the movie Office Space, right? Where they beat the crap out of the printer. Did you ever see that movie?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, in the movie, they have an office printer, and it never works right. It's always jamming up on them and stuff. So the three guys end up stealing the printer out of the office, and they take it out in the middle of the field, and they beat the crap out of it with baseball bats because they're just sick of it. And that's what I did with. So I did that. I went outside on the side of my house with a hammer the other day, and all I could think of was that movie. And I just beat the hell out of that damn computer.
Oh, you should have had it on. You should have had it on camera.
Yeah.
Imagine the short you could have done for that. Somebody give you a thumbs down or something on one of your videos, so you take that to your laptop, or just.
Well, because I bought this newer laptop, and this thing's amazing, right? And that other laptop I bought about 2 years ago, and I paid about $340 for it. And within 6 months after I got it, everything started failing on it. All the audio drivers didn't want to work. The battery stopped charging. It wouldn't hold a charge. And then within like 8 months, the damn charging port just out of nowhere became loose and stopped. And now if I barely even touched the laptop, it would shut off because the battery didn't work. Oh man, it was just a lemon right out the gate, everything. PC load letter. See, JD knows what I'm talking about. I love Office Space. He said, PC load letter. What the hell is that? Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find that clip from that movie, and I'll put it in the chat, Rob, and you can watch it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's hilarious. It was kind of like an under budget film, but it's one of those films that's it's now like a cult classic type film, but it never was like a huge blockbuster film.
Hey, Rob, I put another link in there, the Skydio, what was released today.
Okay, because I can't find a link. I'm going through Skydios. Sorry,
Well,
I can't.
click on that, Lisa, right, that right there.
Okay. Let's see here. There you go, Rob.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
it's called a
posted it.
sky deal. So go on, sorry.
Oh, I just said I just put that link in the chat for you.
Oh, cool. All right, I'll have a look now.
And you see, if you look at the new Skydio, see it's got antennas on the front
Yeah.
that lifts up.
Well, they done boosted the signal.
And they boosted the signal, and they it's the same size battery. You can use the old batteries with the new Skydio, but they've increased the new batteries are more powerful, and they got longer flight time.
This is my thing. I understand Skydio doing longer flight time, but what's the range for? It's literally a follow me drone.
Yeah, it's still got
Like-
like about a
But then
2 mile.
when you're
range.
doing like around buildings and things like that, you don't want to lose your signal.
Right.
Right, but it's not a drone that's really more than 100 yards from you when you're locked onto something
Well,
and you're moving along.
they're claiming the new one has got 3.5 kilometers of distance.
Because nobody's using, at least I haven't seen it, nobody's using a Skydio to fly a half mile to get video. Like,
No,
it's
but-
not like,
You can fly it in
Congested areas.
yeah, and like forestry and that sort of thing, like around the back of things.
I'm not a big proposer of the Skydio myself, but you know, there's some people that like the Skydio. It's like if you have a wheel board, or you like to go through the trees, or you like to go, and I don't do any of that kind of flying.
yeah, I'm just not I just don't see it needing like extremely crazy range as far as signal strength. But I mean, I get your point though, Rob, about
So, yeah, no, what I was saying is that the times I flew mine, which has only been limited, the
did you have
signal
it?
has been quite crap.
Okay.
You know, if you were to like film a building or, you know, something, by the time you go around the other side, you've lost signal.
See,
Yeah.
I don't really, so it's more like it was like light bridge type signal. Wasn't all really that great
Yeah, because
compared to like OcuSync.
It was like you said, it is a follow me drone.
downbound ships. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I usually fly it from there. I come up and get it as it's coming under the bridge, and I fly it down to about this point. And with
Mhm.
Skybridge on the Inspire One, there's some days I get to about this point of the river, and I'm doing around the front of the ship, and all of a sudden I lose the video signal. Well, I don't
Yeah.
lose control, but I lose the video signal. But something that big coming at you, you know, so that's not good.
Hmm. Well, that's what I'm saying. So they need something. Honestly, I think the Skydio would be perfect with like OcuSync 2 strength. I don't think it
Oh,
really needs.
Yeah.
It doesn't need anything more than that because, like I said, people aren't flying at a mile away from them.
No.
They're flying at 100 yards above them, you know, on their bicycle or motorcycle.
Right.
Yeah, or you know, or with our stronger signal now, you can just do so much more.
Right.
You know, because again, you know, you imagine filming a property, you're able to stand at the front and go all the way around it, knowing that you're not going to crash
Yeah.
Right.
because it won't crash. Filming the whole property without then having to go round to the back, round to the side, round to this, you know, and then building up all your videos. As soon
I
as they
think-
got like behind something, it would lose you know, connection.
I think I think that's one thing that they had over DJI. I think if DJI could get on their sensor level, because Skydio's their sensor capability is pretty good as far as
nuts.
obstacle avoidance. If DJI could get on that level of obstacle avoidance and get there, I think that would be amazing. Because I've seen Skydios, I know they've had issues where they've run into things, but any drone's going to do that at some point.
Yes.
But I've seen them where, like, literally it's following somebody. It comes up to a tree and goes right under the tree perfectly, and then comes back up the other side. It doesn't even go over the tree. It'll actually come down and go up under it, no problem.
Mhm.
Because I think one of the things they're having issues with the Mavic 3 is that the range on those sensors at 200 meters, I think it is, right? Over versus 20 meters was the old ones, like on the Air 2S and stuff. I think they're only 20 meters. And I think the new ones are 200 on the Mavic 3. They can sense out that far. I think that's what the issues that maybe Dennis was having was it just, I don't know. I think it's seeing too much. And I could be wrong. I don't know. Because so many, I watched, so many different people break down his video trying to figure out what went wrong. And everybody's got so many different theories that it's hard to really pinpoint a good one, of what might have happened with Dennis Lovelady's drone.
Yeah. Rob hasn't taken a break from releasing.
Oh, you watching that clip?
I've seen that one. I commented as well.
That's what I did with my computer the other day.
Hey, Rob.
Hmm.
I got a message for you. Go ahead, Lynn.
Sending a big hug to my favorite ginger today.
I said I'm your only ginger. That's why I'm your favorite.
You're my favorite ginger.
Yeah. Lynn's trying to keep her head in the game. She's been watching television because she's worried about Haas and she's waiting to hear. And
I didn't realize that was Lynn. I thought that was a ringtone.
No, that's
It's just the way she said it. It sounded like a pre-recorded
I can
ringtone at
change
first.
my voice anytime I want.
yeah.
Sounded like Alexa, my favorite ginger.
Thank you, Lynn.
You guys take care.
Yay. Let me know when you hear anything about Haas.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Well, the only thing that sucks, Robert, about the Mavic 3 is how they gave you guys a basic controller with only OcuSync 3 in it. It's supposed to have 3 plus, and the fact that it didn't even match the color of the drone. Which tells me they were just using recycled remotes that they had left over. You'd think they would have designed a whole new remote for that thing. Its own unique remote.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the newer remotes, though. I think these remotes are solid. I don't have any issue with them.
Yeah, I quite like them.
They're comfortable.
They're just simple.
They got the perfect amount of heft to them. They're not overly heavy. And they just feel good. They feel like a nice, solid remote. I really hate the older remotes that with the arms flipped out on them. I did not like that design. I would take these ones over the old ones any day. Like the Mini One controller, I hate that design.
That almost looks like you're painting Rob's face there. Is that to the left of your hand? I almost see his ginger look there. But what concerns me, it looks like you're painting bars in front of him. So I don't know what the...
He needs to be behind bars.
She's painting your future, Rob.
Yeah, JD, I just posted your video in 2 groups I'm in. One is ours, one is Bill from Newfounds.
And JD, you don't care if I show that on Jim's channel later tonight, do you? I'm sure you don't, but I figured I'd ask you anyway, since it's your video. Because like I said, we like to kind of discuss and analyze crash footage. And Jim and Matt may give you a little ripping, but it's all in good fun.
Yes.
Do it with everybody's crash footage.
That was what I put on the comment. Welcome to the Crash Club. It happens to us all, doesn't it?
Look, if you haven't crashed a drone in at least a
Oh.
year or two's worth of flying, then you ain't doing something right.
I'll be right back.
I
mean,
bet.
Okay, Paul.
The bathroom is calling.
Okay.
Rob, have you read your name yet?
Me, no, I'm still,
Okay, that's fine.
why, what have you done now?
Nothing.
Favourite ginger or something to do with that?
Let's say little.
Lynn's favourite ginger. Jealousy will get you nowhere.
Yeah, Michelle, you probably would.
All right, cool, JD.
Michelle, when I come and start, I'll bring my drone with me.
No, it's the wall of fame, not the wall of shame.
I've not crashed my drone yet. Nearly did.
Oh, you're dangerous with yours.
You've seen my flight footage.
Yeah,
On with
as
it.
I said, you're dangerous.
She actually.
Yeah, I
Don't you
hope
think,
that-
Michelle, when I bring my drone to yours, you're not flying it, because I would be scared you would crash it.
best thing for it. I'm joking. I've ordered that battery.
Okie dokie.
I'm really thinking about getting a RC truck like JD has. I think I could do some cool videos with the air too in that.
Yeah.
Because really, I just got to find the good takeoff point as far as how fast it can do the follow me. Because I think if I'm high enough and I lock onto it, I don't think it would matter how fast it took off. I think if I'm super low, it probably would lose track pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've locked onto my car and sped off and was doing 30, 36 miles an hour. And it kept up with me and it didn't lose track of me.
That's cool.
Granted, the only thing you got to be careful is you have to put it in sports mode to keep up with you because it does 42.5. But so you got to make sure you're high enough to where it's not going to hit anything that decides to swing around. But like I said, man, if you've ever played with the follow me mode while you're driving, it's really cool because it's
I haven't.
it does a really cool. Well, see, I always go on like desolate roads where there's nobody at, like an old dirt road or like in a park or something where nobody's at. And I'll get, like I said, I'll get high enough to where I know I'm not going to hit anything. But the way it just moves around the car as it's following you, it almost feels like you're in a car commercial. Like it does a really good job at doing these, and it's so random too. It'll just be going, and all of a sudden it'll just start do this little smooth little flip around your car as you're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah, just find you a nice, like, if you can find a nice desolate road that's about a half a mile long, and nobody drives down, whether it's an old dirt road or whatever. Yeah, I think you'd have some fun with it. Because the Air 2 and the Air 2S, I mean, I haven't done the Air 2S myself, but as far as I've heard, I mean, the tracking on it's really good. And I know the Air 2, it works really well at tracking. Marcel, what's up? Just popped in.
He's still on mute. And
What if I'm coming?
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
hello, Marcel.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Just waking up, a couple hours ago.
I haven't
Relaxing.
seen you or heard of you in a while.
I moved over to Twitch, so I'm only just posting my videos on YouTube, and then all my hangouts and everything like that are on Twitch.
All right. I've got a Twitch account. I'll follow you now.
Yeah, you only need 50 followers and like 7 days of streaming, and you become affiliated, and then you can start making like a little bit of money, but like more or less just like kind of like tips and stuff like that. Probably the same as super chats and stuff over there, but it's more interactive, and you can play games while you're chatting, and there's all kinds of different features on Twitch.
I know you're like Amazon Prime. If you're a Prime member, you're allowed to give something to somebody, and you're one person on Twitch every month.
Yeah, you're allowed to do. Oh, I can't remember what the sub's called.
But they get like half of it, don't they? I know it's only like a couple of pounds.
Yeah, something like that. You can do all kinds of options like that. You can link your Amazon account to play games on there as well. And yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty fun.
No, I just mean for free. You can, you know, like subscribe to somebody, which gives them something.
Yep. Takes away the ads and stuff like that.
I signed up for it the other day and followed you on there. Still trying to figure out. Honestly, like I said before, I don't know what it is about Twitch and freaking what's the other one? The one where everybody uses for gaming, the chat one. Starts with a C.
No
Damn,
idea.
I'm having. Do I?
No idea.
Damn, I'm having a damn mind blank again.
One that starts with a C.
Why? I don't know. For some reason, I haven't got Twitch on my phone, I don't think.
I thought Twitch was the one for gaming.
Well, there's the other one that everybody uses as like the chat for their servers and stuff when they're playing.
You mean Discord?
Discord, yes. I don't know why I said C. Yeah, Discord.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was messing with Twitch the other day. I was able to find your channel and follow you. But then I downloaded the Twitch app off of the Microsoft store onto my computer, but then it wanted $10 for a lifetime membership.
Yeah, that's a Prime thing. That's like if you want to upgrade, you don't need to upgrade it. You don't even need to download any app for it.
But it wouldn't let me use the app unless I upgraded, so I just deleted the app.
Yeah.
So I signed into Twitch through the browser, and I was able to find you, and I was still kind of playing with it. But after I followed you, I played with it for a few minutes, and I got off of it.
Yeah.
You want to get onto Discord, Just?
Do I?
You want to get onto Discord?
I used Discord one time when I was trying some GTA roleplay online. And then I kind of played it for a couple weeks, and then I got out of it. And honestly, I haven't been back since. Because those guys on those damn servers are such babies. Oh my God. You do the stupid, you accidentally make one little mistake and everybody wants to ban you. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'll just get a Discord for a slot. I know like Marcel has got his own and Laura's got her own, but just do them for a slot.
But like I was talking about, like for the guys that use it though to do like the online when they're doing their own servers for certain games. The rules that they have are so stupid.
Yeah, they couldn't be.
Like you can't double clan. It's like, what does it matter if I want to go and play a different, on a different RP server? Who cares? And then they want you to take pictures of this and that and send it to them so they can prove all this crap. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that stuff. You don't got to do any of that stuff for my shoulder.
Wow.
I really want to get I'm gonna ask Sean if he thinks my computer can handle, because when I update all the hard drives and everything in it, I want to see if my computer should be able to handle Flight Simulator. If it can, I want to start a thing with Matt, because Matt's now flying Flight Simulator. Because then you can do your own private server, and then you can invite like all of us in there, and we can all fly in there together. You know what I'm saying? Because that new Flight Simulator is amazing. Have you tried it out, Marcel?
No, I don't fly in flight simulators. I fly the FPV simulators, but I know what you mean. They're definitely all getting way better. That's for sure.
Yeah, the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, the detail in it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think
like a-
even Valley plays it sometimes on his channel.
Yeah, actually, Matt
Okay.
mentioned him in his video he did this morning. He said that he flies with him sometimes. Matt
Cool.
Northeast.
That's
Yeah,
right.
And me and Sean were telling Jim, we were like, man, you need to try some online gaming. You got this damn $3,000 gaming computer.
Yeah, right.
Might as well give it a shot. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I think Jim would enjoy a game like that. You know, not so much like GTA role play or nothing like that, but
That game's too slow moving for me.
yeah, that game's a big game though. It takes, I think, 127 gigs or something to download it. A lot of guys are saying it takes like anywhere between 4 to 6 hours to download it completely because it's such a large game.
I haven't logged in ages.
I really
What,
wish they'd
Twitch?
come out.
Yeah,
I was logged into it yesterday, so I was watching Marcel print.
I'm printing again, Ewok.
trying to find a bloody search thing.
It's like a space gray filament that I'm using today. It's really nice. It's almost like a silver, but like a darker silver.
Marcel, could you put your Twitch
I
He
did.
did. He did. It's in
Link.
the link.
in the chat, is it?
I
Yeah.
read your mind, bro. I read your mind.
I've just managed to log in.
Rob, did you hear what I did yesterday? Or what happened to me yesterday?
No.
I was on Twitch with one of my friends on a guy's channel called Loyal Moses. He gives away stuff all the friggin' time. He's well off in the printing community. And
Hello,
I was
Marcel.
on there. Hey, Paul. And so I won a 3D printer yesterday, Paul. Or Rob.
No shit.
Yep.
Wow, what'd you win?
I won this new Focus printer that just came out not long ago. I'll link it in the chat.
Wow, well done.
It's the Focus Odin 5.
Well, what sort of size is that?
It's about the same size as an Ender. So it's like the
Wow, it's a
235 or whatever.
decent size, Ed.
235 by 250 high.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel's giving me his old one. I just got to email him my address.
Yeah, as soon as you send me $300. Yeah, no problem, buddy. I'll even pay the shipping.
Oh, that shipping's got to be horrendous coming from Canada.
Yeah, the shipping would be like $100. Don't
Right,
worry, you'll get it in about a year.
I've just followed you.
Cool, bro.
How
Thank
many?
you.
You were up to what? 20 something followers, Marcel?
Yeah, I'm up to I think 27 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to say, did you gain like 6 or 7 in the past few days?
Yeah, about 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Especially-
you were at like 22 when I followed you.
Yeah, Laura joined right after you, and then 2 people from the stream that I was on last night, and then 2 people again this morning, and then Rob as well. So now I'm at 28. All I need is 50, and then a couple more days of streaming. And
How do I
then-
give you that thingamajig, which I get every month off Amazon?
I don't know. I like how you said that. I don't know.
Sorry?
I don't know. I have no idea how to give the thingamajig.
You know, do you know what I mean or not?
Well,
no,
see, this
not
is
really. I'm still pretty new to
The
Twitch.
paid sub thing is not switched on until you hit your 50 subs, I think.
Oh, is it?
Right. That makes sense.
well.
Yeah.
See, I tried to go on there to do it for Marcel too, and it kept taking me to the page where you can claim offers, but it
Mm.
wasn't. The Twitch claim offer wasn't there, but that's where it kept redirecting me every time. It said,
Oh my God.
"Go ahead
what is
and link
this?
your link it to Twitch. You can link it to Twitch, and I would hit the link. But yeah,
Okay.
there was nothing for Twitch in the claim area, so I don't know. It was taking me in loops.
Are you logged in now at the moment, Marcel?
Yeah, I'm streaming almost all the time on Twitch.
Yeah,
now.
okay. Have a look
If
at
I'm
that
not
link.
gaming, what?
A link.
What
Just,
link?
I don't know. This person, I put a link in the chat, but this person just showed up on my Twitch.
Oh, cool. Wicked. Chicken wing Andy. That's all I see
Yeah.
right now. Chicken wing candy.
Hang on, she's gone off a minute.
Oh yeah, of course she is. Yeah, hot tub. Yeah, of course she is. Yeah, good luck with Twitch. Those are the
She was just
spam
there.
porn chicks.
Two seconds. She's what?
The what chicks?
The spam porn chicks. There's like a whole category in Twitch. It's called hot tubs and beaches or whatever. And it basically all it is chicks like that hanging out in their thongs or their bikinis or
Oh, you are. See,
in
she's
hot
back.
tub. Oh yeah, well fucking right there. They make,
Well, now
they make a
you know,
shitload of money, dude. They make a
Mark-
shitload of money.
now you know where that free prime's going, Marcel. Good luck with
Yeah.
that. Man. You shouldn't have,
Sorry,
should've never,
Marcel, you're out.
you should have never told Rob that.
Right? Yeah,
Your
he'll be on
printing
there
is
for
crap
days.
compared to this.
Yeah, I know. I lost your view. Jerk.
I mean, you could always try the thong in the hot tub yourself and see if it changes his mind. But
You know,
Well,
know,
Ron,
you just-
Ron's the one that should be doing that.
you just sent Rob down a damn rabbit hole. He's going to be lost for the next 2 weeks.
well, come on, Marcel. You know,
At least he'll know he'll be on Twitch. So
you
at
got
least
watching here or watching your printed at 3 miles an hour.
3 miles an hour. I wish it was going that fast.
He's like, should I watch the printer or girl in a hot tub? Which one do you think he's going with?
No, I'm back on Marcel's. I'm giving him watch time.
Yeah, you got to give the watch time. That's the only way it works.
I'm trying to calm down now.
There's also something in there about like you have to have like 3 viewers chatting at the same time or some bullshit.
You want me to
which I
chat
think
as
I've
well
already-
now, do you?
I think I already have that. I think I have
Oh
like
my
all of them
God.
except for. Oh, you're such a complainer. Even Chewy's laughing at you.
Okay, I've chatted in there. Anything else now?
$1 million.
Now explain the whole bits thing to me, Marcel. Is that like pennies when they because I used
Yeah,
to hear
one-
streamers all the time say, thanks for the 100 bits.
Yeah, bits are like basically like a kind of like a token type of thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can you buy into this token on Twitch and they're called bits, and there's like a certain amount is a certain amount, right? Like you have to I can't see it because I don't have on my channel right now. But I'm pretty sure it's like $5 for like 100 bits or something. And then you can use those to like give to other people. Like you can give like 1 bit or 10 bit, or some people will have like, you can do this emoji for a bit, or you can do this sound effect for a different thing, you know? I have one on my channel where I click on, I can click bing bong and it will play on the stream for everybody that can hear it. Or like,
I know that voice to or that text to voice or whatever has gotten quite a few streamers in trouble on Twitch. I've seen some crazy videos, man. The people will put some crazy stuff in there.
well, that's the cool thing about it too, is like you can set up all kinds of different stuff on your OBS for Twitch. So like some stuff is like a game. So if I had my other computer running Twitch right now, I could set up this little game where all you have to do is put in drop with an exclamation mark before it, and it does this little game on the screen where you can like win points and more tokens to like this person's channel and stuff. It's kind of neat. It's very interactive.
JD said, you ain't touching my bits.
So Welsh Rob, if you click on my name in the chat, you can add me as a friend, and then
I just seen that you sent me a friend request or something.
Yeah,
I've just
So you
accepted
can
it, I think.
yeah. Now I can see you on the left-hand side on that scroll bar at the very bottom. It shows on the bottom there online friends, and it will show
Hang on, where's
when
that?
people are on the far left. On the far left, on the bottom.
Far left bottom.
Yep, on Twitch.
Recommended channels.
farther down, scroll down.
Oh yeah, underneath that, friends online.
Yeah. So then it tells you what
I
they're
like friends.
watching and everything too. So like you can be like, oh, I can join them. So if you like
So what's
hover over
a
their name,
whisper?
a whisper
Laura, you
is
need-
basically private chat between each other.
Laura, you need to go over to Rob's and paint an R and an L on his hand so he knows what his right and left is.
I do know my right and my left. Pretty good.
Doesn't seem like it.
Explains why he's
No,
always.
it was the way you said far left, but there was nothing on my left. So I was just thinking then, right? Am I definitely?
Oh, yeah, I've got a friends request on Twitch.
Explains why he keeps
Yeah,
crashing his drones.
Yeah, you asked me to be friends 7 months ago, and I just accepted you.
Yeah, so once there's like all this other stuff, you can open up all kinds of different interactions and stuff inside of Twitch, but I'm not that level yet. But we'll be eventually.
Marcel,
You can
that
join each
song.
other's channel, or you can do group raids.
I was going to tell you that song that you put on that one video. Did you see my comment?
I don't know. Was it the Canadian?
Yes,
Riffin
that song was so hilarious.
You like that, eh?
Just the way it did it with the Canadian accent and everything. It just was. Yeah, I was laughing through that whole video.
That's an old school one too. Like that's been out for quite a while. I'll show you the actual. I'll link you to the actual like YouTube video for it.
You don't
Yeah.
hashtag in here, then, do you? Or you don't do the app, do you?
Yeah, you can do the at, but I think there's like other things you can do.
Yeah,
like
yeah, all right.
exclamation mark type stuff, but I don't know if it's activated. They call it bang over there. Exclamation mark is bang. Like bang, enter or bang. This is all.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Laura said something, and I was going to reply, but I put the at and put the little, and her name didn't come up.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm not there right now.
She left. That's weird.
Oh no, I was going to do something, but I can't remember the command.
Well,
Don't
you
be
told,
spamming
you
him
told
with
me the,
bloody
the
llamas.
command. You told me the command for Rob was down, boy, down.
Yeah. I'm down, don't worry.
But you got to give him praise once in a while too, Laura. You know, it's all part of the training.
Yeah, give him a treat every once in a while.
Yeah. Throw me a bone. Oh, God.
It's called positive reinforcement.
Yes.
It's called abuse.
Well, maybe some places.
Yeah. Some people pay for this crap.
There you go, Justin. I put the link in the chat for you.
I'm gonna save that link
Yeah, it's pretty
when I
good.
get done here. Yeah, I was laughing through that whole video though. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I had to listen to it. It drew me in because I was like, I started listening to the song, and then like the first like 4 or 5 lines, I was like, "This is like a Canadian rap song. What is this?"
Yeah.
So I got to
that's
check
awesome.
this out.
He's got like an entire bunch of different songs as well in there too. So
What is this? Just curious.
out for a rip song.
Yeah, who is it?
It's just some like English guys. I don't know where they're from really.
Oh, okay. That's
Probably BC.
No, it was
Richmond.
just
So
yeah, it was a song that Marcel used over in one of his flight videos,
yeah.
and it was just hilarious. It was like a Canadian rap song.
they filmed it in Kingston, Ontario. There you go.
I've just something cuter instead of bloody Zoom. You still use Cuda, Massa?
Yeah. I just recently reinstalled Prusa Slicer, but I haven't used it yet really.
Well, can you use that on your?
You can use it on anything.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You can use one of the best ones that I've been told over the years is Idea Maker. Idea Maker is another slicer you can use, but you get paid for it and stuff like that. It's really good though, from what I hear. But I mean,
all right. So how are you streaming now, Marcel, on the Twitch? You
Sorry?
using a third party?
a third party.
You know,
I'm
like
using,
StreamYard or something like that. Or
yeah, I'm using StreamYard. All that stuff is being broadcasted from this computer.
But you got that interlinked with OBS, right?
Not right now, but
No.
when I do use this computer to do Twitch, then it is linked on OBS. I'm using OBS now on this
So-
computer.
you've gone for the paid version then of StreamYard.
Nope. Oh yes, StreamYard. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to. You only get like what is it, like 12 hours for? a
No, you
month?
get 20 hours.
Free.
You get 20 hours a month.
Yeah, that's F all really.
See, like if you're doing a stream like Paul or Matt or Jim, somebody like that, or even Laura, 20 hours is enough if you're only doing a few hours a week.
Well, you don't know when she does your Christmas one.
Definitely not. Yeah, it's true. It's whatever you're gonna use it for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because most of the weekly shows, you know, they only do 2-3 hours at a time.
Yeah, Johnny
so-
Drone Flyer and all them
Yeah.
lot, they only use things.
And then I think if you're in a private chat, like, and you're not streaming, I think you have unlimited. As long as you're not, because you get 20 hours of streaming.
You do as well with Zoom.
But if you're offline,
think.
you don't. But Zoom's free paid or free version sucks. You only get 40 minutes. Like that's not
Yeah,
very
but-
long at all.
I mean, you can.
It's free if you're offline.
Yeah,
Like,
I
not
think.
streaming.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. If Zoom had a better free version, I think they would steal a lot of people from StreamYard. I think the only reason people like StreamYard is because they get that 20 free hours every month.
Yeah.
I think if Zoom did the same thing and allowed you to get 20 free hours, I bet you a lot of people would leave.
I do like
StreamYard.
StreamYard over Zoom.
I
But,
don't. I like Zoom because of the amount of settings you have for all your stuff, for your mic and everything, and your cameras and all that. You have way better settings. Not to mention, Zoom does stream videos when you're sharing them better than StreamYard does. StreamYard, they
Yeah.
look crappy when you're sharing a video.
Yeah.
They're very choppy and it doesn't look good.
You have to get the full version of StreamYard. What I only have is like the mid-range one where you only get 720.
Yeah, it's like $40 a month though. If you want the 1080, it's insane.
That was the one I had for a while, which I did quite like.
Zoom's only 18, I think, a month for the 1080, right?
I don't know.
I think Laura, what do you pay a month? 18?
Well, for Zoom,
Yeah. Isn't it $18 a month, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
That was
that's
just
not
different
bad.
because it's in pounds, isn't it?
yeah,
The $18 a month isn't bad to stream 1080 and have unlimited. And you can have up to, I think, 500 people.
Yeah.
100, I think, isn't it?
I think it's 500, then you have to buy a special license if you want to do 1,000. But honestly, the only good thing a stream that big for is if a CEO was streaming to a bunch of employees. There's no way in hell you'd be able to have a chat with 1,000 people. In it. There's no way in hell. It'd be a mess.
No, when you get up around the 10, 11, 12 on the panel, God, it gets rowdy.
Yeah, it does.
especially
But
you
there's
and
some
Laura.
additional settings on Zoom. I think you can have it auto mute until the moderator calls on you and taps on you, then you can talk, and then they tap on you again and you're muted.
It's good for like meetings and stuff like that and like hangouts like this. But if you're trying to do something like me, like doing the printing and stuff like that, it's nice to have more interaction inside of your stream as well too, like popping up the StreamYard little bubbles of comments and all that kind of stuff, having a scrolling banner, you know, all this other stuff where you can post pictures, have different layouts. It's just so much more than Zoom has to offer. Zoom, it's like, oh, you can share your screen. Oh, that's nice. That's great. Like, wow.
Oh, you're talking about being able to put like your flag and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I'm not talking about this because I'm not using StreamYard, obviously.
Right.
But I'm talking about like when I do use StreamYard, you can do the scrolling banner, you can do the pop-up bubbles, you can do pictures, overlays, logos, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they both have their advantages, definitely. It's just, I guess, whichever one you like the best. I think if somebody could take both of the best of both worlds and make a streaming service, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, they would, wouldn't it?
Because they both have, like I said, they do both have their really cool, their own specific features that they use. Like one of the ones I liked that Zoom had is how you can make somebody a co-host, and StreamYard finally got that in, which I think is really cool that they finally added that in there. Because it
Well,
is nice
you don't even need either one of them really if you're going to do streaming from like an OBS or something. So if you use OBS or you use the one I got the other day and it works really good, Streamlabs, that goes straight to your Twitch or to your YouTube if you link them together. So it's like you don't even need to use those, and then you're just like it's free basically, right? So you can add a bunch of stuff to those things again, like extensions and stuff, but the basic, I mean, straight right to it, right? There's options. Definitely lots of options.
That's what I was gonna tell Jim and Matt, man, what they need to start doing is how on StreamYard you can add more than one you can do YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. That's what they need to do if they want to start getting a bigger audience, is start throwing Facebook on there too. And that way you can, because it does, if you get out there and you get 2 or 3 streaming services, even if you don't have anybody that's really a fan on those, you could potentially get people that want to sit and watch your show.
Yeah, exactly. I used to do YouTube to both my YouTubes. If I'm doing like Hangouts on YouTube, I used to do my off-axis FPV and then my off-axis 3D channel on YouTube, and then also link my Twitch channel at the same time if it was just a big Hangout thing.
Right.
So like that's 3. I mean,
I didn't know you could do more than one channel at a time on there. It's like on the same platform. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that.
You can do that with Twitch only up until you get affiliated with Twitch. Once you get affiliated with Twitch, you're not allowed to. It's really frowned upon, and they can just take it away from you if you try and do simultaneous YouTube and Twitch together. But I mean, you can do it until you get monetized or affiliated. I mean, same idea but different.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't have to get very much to get monetized on there, huh?
No.
Compared to YouTube, like, is even I want to say what is it, TikTok, I think you have to have what 1,000 viewers. What is it? You have to have so much.
3 videos a month.
Yeah, and then you can sign up for the creator tool.
Yeah, I'll just check.
The creator fund.
Put the app in front of me.
But a lot of people on TikTok claim, there's been a lot of people a lot of creators have noticed on TikTok that as soon as they go into the creator fund, it's like almost like their videos get like blacklisted. Like TikTok's like, yeah, come over here, we'll pay you. But then as soon as you sign up for it, it's like, then they stop your videos from getting really any more views than they were. And then guess what? You're not making any money.
TikTok, you need 1,000 followers, 1,000 video views in the last 30 days, post at least 3 videos in the last 30 days and meet their age requirement.
Right. But they've been TikTok is very shady though.
I've only got to get to 1,000 views and I've done it.
This is the thing though too, is they're actually letting people pay to promote their videos now. And it's expensive as hell. They'll tell you, we'll get you 3,500 views or what is it? Or it'll ask you, are you trying to gain more views or are you trying to gain more followers? And it's like $20 to promote one video.
Wow.
and they'll promote it and get you the views and all that. But it's like, to me, that's almost like cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're paying them to force your video on people in order for them to watch it, when it might not even be great content. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so you're seeing a lot of channels on TikTok that have 100,000 followers and 100,000 views, and they got like 10 videos up, and they're all crap. And it's like, what the hell? Just like it's easy to put follow bots on there to follow people, and TikTok does nothing about it. There's multiple websites you can go to pump up your views instantly. You can give one video like 10,000 views within just a couple seconds.
Hmm.
And TikTok will not take them away. They don't do nothing about it. TikTok is super shady. And that's why you see so many of these creators on TikTok. If you go to the other platforms like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram that they have linked to their channel on TikTok, they only have like 100 subscribers on YouTube, 100 followers on Instagram. It's because their content's crap, but they're using the system of TikTok to make themselves look better than they actually are. I actually haven't even been on TikTok, I think, it's been like 3 weeks.
Oh, I'm always on it. It's my daily morning thing.
I have literally not opened the app in probably 3 weeks, at least.
Right, I am gonna call this a day.
Okay.
It's now nearly 9:30 here.
Take care, guys.
See you later, Marcel. And
ya.
goodbye to everybody on YouTube. I might be back on some point tomorrow, carrying on.
Are you getting off?